Hi everyone, this is Diane. I don't think I have time to actually start working on the Tale of a Squirrel journals today, but I am just taking a few minutes to get my work area set up. So I have a lot of supplies pulled, so I'll show you what I have. I did purchase this just yesterday. I'm filming this on Tuesday, right? Today's Tuesday, yes. And I got this at the flea market yesterday, and it's a big, heavy cover, very thick. So I'm going to keep this one. This is going to be the one I'm keeping. And it's embossed with branches and acorns. And it's just so pretty. I can put one of the elements in the middle if I wanted to. One of the digital elements. So I have that. And I know I talked about the covers in a different video. I was going to use these two, but now I'll just take one of them and I'll cover it in fabric, and it'll probably be this fabric that I'll cover it with, and then I will do a collage on it. So I'm going to pull a few pages. Well, I talked about the Tale of the Squirrel digital kit from Louisa Heinzel, and I showed you the pages, so that's one of the pages. And there are 5 pages in the kit, so I printed it twice. And I may print either another page or, I don't know, I'll print another digital page to go in one of the signatures because I want 6 pages. So I have those pages, and I already had some of these newsprint Stampin' Up! Pages, scrapbook pages. I already had them die cut into doilies. I mentioned previously, I believe, that there are so many elements in these collages, and in some of the pages there are this is a doily that is made from newspaper, and there's one you can see better. So I used those in the journal I made. It was 3 years ago that I did that other journal with this same kit. So I must have just cut up a full sheet or 2 of these Stampin' Up! Pages. So I had them to just play with. This one didn't cut very well, but if I can't get all the pieces out, I can just collage on it to cover up what doesn't work. And this is a sample, and they're not all punched out. It's got more holes, but it's a ragged doily, so that'll be fun too. So I was going to make more of these, but I don't know if I need to because I still have some more of the Stampin' Up! Paper. So I did print the ephemera, and I think I only printed the ephemera once, so if I have to print a page or 2 as I work, I'll go ahead and do that. There was only 1 envelope, so I may print another one of those. So there's different ways to use these, as you will see as I work in the journal. I'm going to make these as close to the ones I did 3 years ago as I possibly can. Oh, good. I already pulled these stickers of animals. I've got raccoons. These are vintage. Beavers, squirrels, frogs, chipmunks. Oh, that's a squirrel. And then I had these 2 fall leaf stickers that I just found. I had, when I rewatched my video a few months ago of the journal I made 3 years ago, and I thought I really need to make one for myself, and I thought about it and decided yes, I was going to. So I started putting together this kit. I have a squirrel, so I have this here ready to fill up. So I'm going to put my squirrel postcard in there. And these are bird stamps that came that were stuck in a kid's book. So I'll use some of those. I don't know how many. I have some cutouts from children's books of woodland animals. Here's another squirrel card. I like to hear the rain noises at night. That is true of me. I have this fiber that I got. I think I bought it at the flea market after I decided to make, yeah, I did. After I decided to make another journal. So I cut some of this off and put it in this pouch so I wouldn't forget about it. And I had a few fall Edith Holden pages, so I put them in here. And I wanted some text pages too for some of the ephemera I'll be making. But I went ahead and ordered another Edith Holden book. I found a good price on eBay. Well, a decent price. You know, it's Edith Holden. I don't remember what I paid for it. It's been a little while since I ordered it. Because I didn't think this would be enough for doing 2 journals. So, yep, I ordered a book and it came. I did not pay $18.95 for it. So I'll have this handy. I won't take any pages out until I need them. But I'll have it right here. I ordered another book too, because I had this North American wildlife book, and I made notes on what I needed, and then I've been making more notes because I didn't know that paper was in there. So I sold this book because I had used a lot of it the first time I bought it, and then I took out the pages and sold them in bundles. Then I bought this book at a rummage sale last summer after I moved in here. And I sold the whole book in its entirety. And then I was wishing I hadn't. I don't make a lot of nature journals, so that's why I sold it. So I needed a lot of these things to make the book as much like the originals that I did. So I will use what I need to for these, and then maybe I will sell the rest. I don't know yet. Maybe I'll keep it. So I have those pages. Now this isn't anything like anything that I have, that I used last year. Let me just see what this looks like on here. I think it's too big. Yeah, would not want to cover that up. But I could, after I covered this in the brown fabric, what did I do with the brown fabric? Well, I've got this one. I could put this on the front and put one of the digital images behind that. That's a real possible thing to do. Oh, I see the brown fabric now. It's okay. Alrighty. Then I had some more of, this Stampin' Up! Paper that I was going to cut into doilies. So I'll have that handy if I need it. Other digitals that I used originally were these autumn ephemera pieces cut from a kit from Eclectic Eggplant. So I printed the pages that I would want to use, and I've been cutting those out. I still have more to cut. These are some book plates I could use. These are from TLC Creates Vintage, I think. I had these a long time ago, and I made them smaller than I needed to. I don't know if I'll print them again a little bit bigger, but they have wildflowers on them. They're the book plates. I also had made a page with one of these pages glued down and then collaged for writing, and then it has this. These are from Ephemera's Vintage Garden, and I've had them for a long time. She does not have very many digitals in her shop. The last time I looked, she only has a few, so I don't think this is in the shop anymore. This is the page that I used to make a collage with that red label. But I just printed them all because I could use them for other things too. This is the page of the book plates that I printed. Here's some more Eclectic Eggplant that I need to cut out. So they're very nice ephemera pieces, and I used a lot of these to make collage elements on my pages, so I really love these. And I have this game sheet called Skunk. The game was called Skunk, and I thought I could use those in there, but they were in the original. I had another game in there. I had some nice mushroom paper, stationery, which I don't have anymore. So I did print a page. I'll probably come across it here as I'm going through stuff. I printed a mushroom page with lines on it that's smaller than 8.5 by 11. I made it smaller, so that could stand in for the stationery. But then I just found these. So I have those, and I have this lined paper. It has a tree up here, but the color would go well, and it's khaki or crafted color on the back. And this. So I have some stationery I can use, and this is bonded stationery, just plain white bonded stationery. And I know I used some of that in the original books. Luckily, I had a lot of that, so I still have some left. Some of the pages that I used were these artisan papers that I got from Hobby Lobby years ago. They're very cottony, and they're thick. They're kind of like a handmade paper. And so I used some of these, and I went through to see if I had any that would go with this theme. This one would. I don't know about this page. I'm not sure. This one I could use, and it's just white on the back, so I could use that. I don't know if I want to use this blue design. So I might not use any of the artisan papers, but I have them out just in case. But I did look at other double-sided papers that I have. So these animals are anthropomorphic and they have clothes on, so I thought some plaids would be good. So I just looked for the colors that would go well with the journal and kind of a nature-y look or a cottagey look. So I have the plaid, and I have this. This is not double-sided, but these are ones I could coffee dye, because I did have some coffee dyed scrapbook papers. So these are thin papers that I pulled out to coffee dye. With the moths and the ledger, that's perfect. We have some tweed for our sartorial animals, and a collage here with butterflies and forget-me-not. So that'll be good. This could work as, a wallpaper in one of those animals' homes. And then we have a butterfly here with some graph paper and some journaling areas. So I'm not sure how many I'll coffee dye, at least 6 per journal. And then we're back to the double-sided. So I have another plaid with stripes. I have some polka dots with this design that makes me dizzy. And this design with chevrons on the back. So I have way more paper than I need. I pulled this one. It's mushroom, so obviously I pulled it. And it might be from Stampin' Up, I don't know. But it's red on the back, but there is red on the digital papers. So I'm going to try to use that if it goes well. I think it will. But there's only one. I only have one of those. These are 2 different pages. There's doilies here, and it's kind of a bright yellow on the back, but I think it would work. That's just a brown design, which I like, and looks like a woven fabric on the back. So I don't need all of these. I'll probably put 2 in, or 6 in each journal. There's another red one with the brown dots. Circles on the back. And I have some yellow ledger with tabs on. These are the fabrics I pulled out. Some of these I was looking at to put on the cover, but then I added just some other fabrics to make flips and clusters with and whatnot. Ruffles if I want to. I don't think I did ruffles on the original book. This is just a white on cream design. There's just plain muslin that I could coffee dye when I do the papers. And there's a checkered or a plaid. And I really love this. So I don't think I did fabric flips in the original, but if I want to in these, I certainly can. Okay, now, I should have been putting my pieces that I cut over here. So let me do that. Some of these are to be used as tuck spots. I've got some tags. I guess I got the whole kit cut out, and now I'm just working on the eclectic eggplant. I'm not sure if these journals are going to be as big as the ones I made before, because I used antique marbled covered books, and they might have been bigger than these books. I'm not sure. But I had a way to make these little tags or pockets fill up more space on the page. So if I need to do that, we'll do that together. So I've been watching and taking notes, watching those that video of the original book that I made. I thought I made 2, but I only made 1. There's some journal cards and this envelope that has some little pieces in it. So I'll take those out, put them in the little tray there. I'll put these over here, and then I have the pages. Take those back upstairs so I can finish cutting them out. I did back my printouts with, this is just something I have in my files, and there is a background paper in the kit. So I put 2 of those in each journal, and the rest are something similar to that. They're not all the same. I get bored with all the same stuff. I'm not sure. These might have been from tailor-made journals. Okay. Anything else? Yes, I have more things pulled. I pulled some trims. I have this to put in tags. And I have this brown fringe. It's vintage. And this one. And this one is also vintage. And this one is vintage. And this one, I don't know if it's vintage. It's got bigger fringe on it, so I might not use that one. So I'm going to put this over by the sewing machine, even though chances are I will glue it to my page, but I just try to keep the clutter to a minimum here by putting all the textiles down by the sewing machine. I have some handmade type papers and mulberry papers. So I'm just going to pull some colors that I think will work in case I want to use them in collages or something like that. This has bits of leaves and things embedded in it. These are all mulberry papers. I don't know if I'll use that, but I'll include it. This one has some flower petals in it. I wish I had bigger pages that are thicker and textured like that. Again, this is way more than I need, but I want to have a choice when it comes time to make things. These are some pages. I got a huge thick stack of these somewhere, and I know I put them in bundles that I sold at least once, but they're kind of like a corduroy. It's got ribs in it. So I'll put a couple of those in case I want them. a heavier page. I could fold that in. And the rest are not the right colors. I'm going to take this red just in case I need a hint of red. So these can go back in their drawer. The other papers I wanted to go through are my dyed papers. As I was looking at my video, I saw papers that I coffee dyed. And, well, I dyed them with colors. I added colors and dropped it on there. And I thought, I think I still have some of that paper in my stash. And that's one of them right there. And then I would want some just plain coffee dye. So, I'll see how many of these I have first. I don't want the blue. I don't think I want the blue. If I think it would work, I'll come back and get some. I did not make these, but I made that one. So I'm hoping I have more of those. Doesn't look like I do. Well, I can try. These are pretty grungy though. I guess I could just go for those. And I bought these grungy ones. So these lined papers would work really well, the colors. If I need them, I'll have them. There's a graph paper. I don't know if I need these papers, but I'm going to take them just in case. And I'll take some of these grungy papers, and I'll use this page, and then I'll just use the grungy ones. I don't think I need a lot of them. I'll just pull some out. Okay. So I think I have enough dyed papers. Except I'll have to copy dye the scrapbook paper. I went through my kids' playing card, the game cards, looking for animals because, like I said, these are anthropomorphic animals, so I could have fun with that. This is the page I was looking for. I printed this page and I can trim it and use that as my mushroom stationery. So I only printed one to see if I would like it, but I do, so I'll print another one. But I have these cards that I have a squirrel and a fox and a bunny and a mouse, owl. There's another squirrel from a different game, a bear, a couple of bears, and some birds. And I just got this money yesterday too. It's $100 and there is a buck on it. So I don't know if I'll use that, but I could. And I put this in here, which is something I picked up yesterday. It's a sample of a blotter with an owl on it. And then this card I got yesterday with a deer. And these fabrics I got yesterday at the flea market. So I think that's all I have. Oh, no, I'm going to show you the stamps. I did some layering in the original book, and I layered stamps also. So I did use these Tim Holtz Remnants stamps to just do some, I did some collage layering of stamps. So I used these on several of the pages. And the other stamps I pulled, I don't know if I used them in the original books, but I can change things up. I did use some script stamps, so I'll have to get some script stamps out. But I have this field notes set with the butterflies and this bird, or I guess, butterflies and moths. And some labels I can use. I know I used some leaves on the edge of a page in fall colors. So I have these stamps out. I don't think I've ever used these, the acorns and these. They have a unique look to them. And I bought them used, or I don't know if they were used. This one is because it was mine. It's an old one that I've had. I don't think these were used, and I've never used them. And I have these that can be used in the collaging layering effect. Also Tim Holtz borders, eclectic edges. These stamps didn't get used in the first journal, but if I want them, I can make journaling cards with them, like with the butterflies. And these are kind of large, but I could use them if I wanted to. I'll have them out. And I think I used these kind of wildflower stamps. They're from Stampin' Up. I used them for the collage effects on my pages. And I pulled these animal stamps. I can't find I think they're Stampin' Up ones, and they're not on wood blocks. And it's a rabbit and a deer, and I think it's winter time because I think they're standing in snow. And I don't know where they are right now, so I hope I come across them. Oh, I know where they are. They're in that box on top of my bookshelf that I always forget about, with all the photo boxes inside it. That's where they are. So I'll grab that down, and I'll have all of these. So I have to set these up on my table behind me, all my inks and stamps and things like that. And I think that's it. That was a lot of stuff to haul out, and I'm probably not done. So I think that's all I'm going to do today, though. So I'm going to let you go from here, get on with your day, or move on to another video. And I am going to go upstairs and do some cleaning. So I will see you in the next video. And I hope that you're having a creative day. Bye.